Okay, it is Friday, February 16th at 10:39 a.m., and we're going to start the Policy and Instruction Subcommittee meeting for East Haddam. With us today are Jackie Endorf, Terry Garrity, Dr. DeBrito, I'm Jim Francesi, and Jason, and participating remotely is Sean. Thank you, Sean, for joining the team. And we have Cindy Houston here also. First item is let's stand and do the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm going to actually face the right flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Sean, just to kind of bring you up to speed a little bit, I've developed a pattern of publishing stuff as a Google Doc for each one of these meetings. Typically, I will replicate the original policy if there is one there. I will mark suggested deletions by putting them in red type and with a strike through. And then anything I'm suggesting that we add gets to be in green. This gets distributed in a manner similar to a board packet where everybody gets the stuff in advance, but we can't talk about it because that would violate FOIA. I do want to stress, I'm doing this to try to be helpful and make these meetings efficient. It should not suggest to anyone that I'm running the show and nobody can make suggestions for policies that they want to address. I would love it if any of you are going through the policies and say, Jim, I want to work on this one, let's do it. And then we can set stuff up so that we can do that. So this doesn't have to be just me doing things. Having said that, the first policy for what I think will be a very, very quick review is 5111. This is the policy that governs when students can start school. Law has changed or will be changing so that as of next September, kids will start when they're 5, if they're 5, on or before September 1. The state law has a procedure, or not a procedure, but an exception that parents can request the kid be admitted as long as he or she turns 5 on or before January 1 of that school year. The only issue that came up is we did not have a note in there regarding the possibility of that and how to handle it. So I'm suggesting we add some language which reads as follows. Everything else is exactly what everybody saw before. In the first full paragraph, it says, beginning July 1, 2024, parents or legal guardians who have a child who will be 5 after September 1, but on or before January 1, may request an exception allowing their children to enroll that school year. And then the next line is new. The superintendent will designate an appropriate screening process to determine if that exception is to be granted, and the decision will be made by the superintendent in consultation with the elementary school principal. So any discussion or questions or anything?
On just that paragraph or the whole?
Well, everything else we've already looked at.
Can I make one suggestion that I guess changing a homeless child to an unhoused child? Just the term unhoused instead of homeless is more kind of up to date.
Where is that, hon?
The legislation, I believe.
Have they changed it though in legislation?
The legislation
I don't
says
know.
homeless, so
You have
that's
to- It
why
has to
it
say
has to
homeless?
say homeless.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
And grant funding to support, the word is all homeless. So if we start to change it, we might add confusion to what that means, that's all,
Okay.
right now.
Okay. Anything else, folks? Sean, are you okay with this?
Yeah, yep, reading along. Yep, no, everything looks good.
Okay.
So for this policy under admission, I'm good. I do have comments on 511B.
Okay, just a quick thing. The letters are still the same policy. This was something I learned as I was doing this. It's how they do page numbers.
Okay.
God knows why. You don't just put a page number, but it's still the same policy. However, 511, I'm sorry.
On the second page, B.
Oh, okay.
After, and I know this is nitpicky, Unified District Number 2, there's no period after the NO.
Okay.
And under non-discrimination,
Actually, I'm looking at it, there is a period. Why wouldn't there be one?
because there's one after the no for number 1, under Unified District Number 1.
Oh,
But
you're
there is no
looking-
period after the no in Unified District
The
Number
letter
2.
O.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about the end of the sentence.
No.
My mistake. Okay, we can get that corrected. That's easy enough.
So just a small, just to make it.
No, that's fine.
The second is under non-discrimination, and I wanted to add the word disability, because if we are if we're creating an equal opportunity in the programs and activities of the school system, I wanted to make a little bit of a grammatical change. First of all, striking the word "the" before program and just make it programs and activities. And then adding disability to the list of things that we don't want to discriminate against.
Could it be abilities, or would you want it to say disabilities?
Disabilities, because we're talking about race, color, sex, religion, national origin. Disabilities should be included in that.
It's on, we're live.
You're streaming under the town. I just gotta change it to the school. All right, stop recording.